2024 kicks off the year with its first revenge drama. A woman suffering from cancer was killed by her husband and best friend. She didn't realize that she was reborn 10 years ago. The boss came over just in time. He told Ji-won to stay calm. This is a company. The woman was dumbfounded. She looked at herself in the mirror. She was terrified. Luckily, the boss came to her rescue again. He asks if she's hurt. At that moment, her husband and best friend ran in. She looked at the two men in front of her and was furious. But right now, she just wants to tone down and figure out what's going on. She ran out of the office in such a panic that she lost her shoes. The boss had already saved her for the third time. The boss was speechless as he looked at the employee's bare feet. But what's more puzzling is that the poster shows that it's 2013 now, while she is obviously living in 2023. Is it true that he has traveled to 10 years ago? What's more, she didn't realize that the boss had retrieved the shoes, but the woman herself didn't understand the situation. The man warmly sent her home and asked if she had eaten. The woman didn't know how to reply. Unexpectedly, the boss pulled out $100,000 and told her to go buy some food and get some rest. At this moment, the woman returns home and finds her room in a messy state, and the dates on the fridge food are all 2013. Suddenly the doorbell rings and there are snacks on the doorstep. Although it was just a bowl of instant noodles, it was the first time in 41 years that the woman felt warmth. After she calmed down, she began to rethink the day's events. Was it a dream? Or the year 2023, when I died at the hands of Park Min-hwan? Or is it 2013 when I'm 31 again? But what's certain is that what happened in 2023 is real. But before the support can clear up the situation, the door suddenly opens and the scumbag shows up again. Although her heart palpitates, she wonders what he wants to do again. But the man said something she didn't understand. She told him to get to the point.
왜 임신이냐고. 애 맞아? 뭐? 임신한 거 같다며.
기억났다. 이때쯤 아무것도 안 넘어가길래 임신한 줄 알았는데.
It turns out that 10 years ago, they had just fallen in love, but the man thought she was pregnant and didn't want to take the responsibility. At that moment, she smiled coldly.
아기를 낳는다? 너 이렇게 그렇게 화를 나는데 그 아기 키우는 거다?
너 회사 그만두고 나한테 빌부터 쳐놓는 거 몰랐으면 말 정말 그럴싸하다.
A man asked a woman to abort, and he was willing to pay a quarter of the cost. Kang Ji-won pours a glass of soju in frustration, but the scummy man smiles in delight.
우리 헤어졌어.
Then she left in style. Unexpectedly, the scumman chased after her again. The man pressed the woman against the wall. The man is not only very violent, and he doesn't treat the woman as a human being. He asked the woman why she broke up with him. He even tried to hit the woman. The soft woman was scared and helpless because she was often treated violently by the man. The two of them went to the police station, but the police were unwilling to accept the case. What's even more annoying is that the cop is a snob. The cop thinks the man is good and tells the woman not to be unreasonable. Korean police are like that, brainless and stupid. From this moment on, she's determined to turn her miserable situation around because she's not going to be able to live again. She can't make the same mistake. Ji-won has a sudden flash of insight. Min-hwan had gotten rich by buying the right stock, and Ji-won is from 10 years later. Living in a time 10 years ago is like a downward spiral. If you have enough money to invest, you can easily become a billionaire. What's even more surprising is that the next day, Kung came to the hospital for a checkup and found out that it was just gastritis. This strengthens Kung's hope for the future. He started to learn about stocks. When he meets an angelic man again, he invites him to lunch. Ji-won agreed. After all, he's a rich young man and a warm man. There's not a girl who wouldn't be tempted.
생각보다 엄청 괜찮네요. 아, 급하게.
Right now, Kang Ji-won is seriously telling the man that he wants to make some changes. She doesn't want to live like this anymore. But her best friend suddenly sent a message.
지원이 너밖에 없는데.
She wondered why the scars on her hands were on the man.
차가 똑같아. 죄송해요.
Then they said their goodbyes politely. The next day, the woman felt renewed for knowing what would happen in the future. The whole person just felt like opening up.
이건 이때는 까였었다. 정수님이 푸시도 안 바꿔서 가지고 갔을 땐 좋다며 진행되었고. 지원아, 이거 정말 너무 괜찮다. 손 좀 봐서 내가 탈게. 이걸로 정수님은 정규직으로 전환되면서 승승장구했어. 김경욱의 오른팔이라 나하고는 거의 말도 안 했었지만 김경욱 때문에 승진이 막혀 만년 대두를 퇴사했지만 제대로라면 일어날 일은 어떻게든 일어나.
At this moment, my best friend came over to apologize for Kang Ji-won's injury. Looking at her enemy's back, Kang Ji-won made a bold decision.
네가 탐내던 내 쓰레기 네가 처리해. 내 남편과 결혼해줘.